Hello, welcome back to Sarah's Stitch. So, this is going to be a little different than my normal episodes. I'm doing a winter 2023 plan with me, what I'm making. No one asked for it, but like I've said before, I have no knitting friends in real life in person. So instead of bothering my boyfriend, family, friends, etc., I'm just filming a video of me talking to myself to post on the internet, and maybe you guys, if anyone's watching or wants to watch or whatever, cares. So I actually wrote down things this time. So I'm going to go through kind of quickly what my plans are for like winter 2023. My plans for winter 2023 knits for myself. So I know I've mentioned in previous episodes, I have a few gift knits that I'm working on and through. I have a Billy sweater for my mom that actually is making solid progress. A Marseille sweater for my sister, which I haven't shown on the podcast in a while. It's made from Corey Confetti and Graybow. And I'm like, I think I'm just to joining in the sleeves at the front and the back. And then I'm going to make a Marius for my dad at some point. Don't know when, but I am just realizing I think my phone's about to die. So I'm going to plug you in real quick. 1 second. Okay. Hopefully my phone doesn't die now. All right, getting my notes back. So, plans are, I have a few that I've been wanting to make for a while, and a few that are newer to the list just based off of yarn acquisition. So I will start with the oldest one I have, which is, I have been trying to make this. Oh, actually, I'll start with what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Badger in Blue. I finally finished it. I showed it in the last podcast. The sleeves are short. The body is not as short as I was expecting, so I'm not too mad about the short sleeves. I can just kind of pull them up. I think it looks great. I love it. It's very warm. I do wish I had bought, my issue last podcast was I thought I had lost a ball of the white. I didn't. My gauge changed while I was knitting, so I wish I had another ball of white so I could have made the sleeves longer and the body a little bit longer, but it's like ever so short that I don't think it would be appropriate for an office, which is unfortunate, but oh well. So I'll get into my list now. All right, sorry about that. Ryan was running around the apartment. So I forget where I was. I assume I was talking about first pattern. So first pattern I want to make for myself is the Mileshirt Jacket, which I have been trying to make for well over a year now. Not well over a year, a long time though. So what I would like to make it out of, it is by Ozetta. I think I want to say her name's Haley. I could be wrong. Ozetta is her name on Instagram. And I'll put a picture of it here or here, whichever. There'll be a picture on the screen. So the yarn I want to make it out of is Knitted In. This is the color Yenst. It was from September maybe? Sometime in like fall 2022. Because that is when I became a patron and was able to get some Knitted In. I got this and a few other colors with that order. That's the only Knitted In I have. Prior to getting this, I had been trying to make the Mileshirt Jacket with Prosper yarn. What's the base called? Their Westy base, maybe? It's a Corridale base, and it's chunky, and the color is beautiful. I think I'm gonna make a sweater number 9 out of that at some point, but that's besides the point. Couldn't get gauge with that. Then I tried with this, and I don't know how the color is turning out. It is this really pretty blue with like bits of gray. As all Nutidens are, they're one-of-a-kind colors, etc., etc. So I think I have like 500 or 600 grams of this now, because I've tried making it from this like 5 or 6 times, and every time I just gauge is off or something's off. I don't like the fabric, just can't get it, and I've given up on trying to get gauge because I don't think I'll ever be able to get gauge. And I'm just gonna, oh, it's weird. Sorry, my TV just turned on. So I don't think I'm ever gonna get gauge, which is fine, and I'm just gonna wing it. So hopefully this becomes a Mileshirt jacket, because I would love to have this for, it's my door lock. I would love to have this for the spring as like my spring jacket, especially like April time when it starts getting warmer out, but like you still need a jacket. I think this would be great. So that is make number 1. Number 2 is the Lento. I want to make a Lento, and that is by Jana Haitala. I wrote it all down. So prepared this time. And the yarn I have to make this is, I have one of the yarns. It is a fingering and Surrey pattern. And I have the fingering. I'm filming this at 4:30, so the lighting's not great. I have artificial and real light in front of me, so I apologize if this isn't the greatest of lighting, but I have this 2 skeins of Woolberry, Berry Merino, and the colorway is Camp Woolberry, which I think is either from October or November, and it is this creamy, I really hope this isn't focusing on me, creamy base with all of these really pretty purple, orangey speckles in it. This skein, there's some like darker bits in there too. So this skein I don't think is as heavily speckled as, it might just be twisted up too, but this skein I think from like this point of view is not as speckled as I thought it was going to be when I got it. It was a collective colorway for Woolberry, so it was a one-time order. I'm hoping Bethany reopens this as part of the Woolberry Rewind, where she's like releasing an old color every month from the last, I don't know if it's the last year, the last few years. I'm really hoping she comes back with this so I can get Surrey on it, because I think having Surrey with the same color Surrey with this will just help elevate the colors, because I don't know what color Surrey I would have or would use for this to like make all the speckles shine as much as they should and could. I feel like if I just use like a natural or like a beigey mohair, it would be not a shame, but it would just wash out the speckles so much. Like that little corner, if it focuses, how good are those speckles? Like just look at that. And I don't want that to get lost as much as I can avoid it. So this is hopefully project number 2, and Crayabea and Amy Palco are having, Rebecca from Crayabea and Amy Palco are having Lento Cal, I think through March, sometime this year. They're having, or like right now through February or March, they're having it's called Let's Lento. It's a Lento Cal. So I would like to try and participate in that if I can. If I don't wind up doing this, I have a few other color combos I could use, but I really want to use this. So that is sweater number 2. Sweater number 3, I have mentioned before, it is, I want to make an alley sweater by Sarah Obi. And for this, I'm going to be using my Explorer knits that I got in the Ireland collection. This is on Ali's Cashmere DK base, and this color is woolly. This color is woolly, and this color is My Goodness. So I will be using woolly as the main color of the sweater, and then this will be my contrast color. And I think it's gonna look so good. And it was meant, or like, the pattern was intended for Ali's yarn, so I think this will be so good, so cozy. I don't know if this is my color, but I just wanted a neutral sweater so badly. I feel like I need, I don't know, I feel like this just washes me out, but whatever. So that is sweater number 3. And sweater number 4, I only have one skein of it. I'm going to make a Dear Duomo by Seung-hee Hong, I think. Yeah, Seung-hee Hong. And I'm going to be using Ali's yarn for this again, and this is on her tweed base, and the colorway is Irish Goodbye. This doesn't even look as beautiful as it is because of my terrible lighting situation, but it is gorgeous. It is like the perfect, I don't know if it gets better back here. Nope, that's worse. That's worse. I'll put a picture of what it looked like from Instagram. But this I want to have for March so badly because it is just the perfect green, and I know I don't need any more green sweaters or need to make any green sweaters, but I want this green sweater, so I'm making it. And I think the tweed will look really nice with this. I haven't seen many or any Dear Duomos that were made from tweed, so I think the tweed will be like a nice extra considering it's just a tonal. And for that, I think the pattern, you can either hold 2 strands of fingering together or a strand of fingering and a strand of sari or mohair. So I'm gonna be holding 2 strands of fingering, and I think I have 6 skeins of this. So that is sweater number 4, and that's my last sweater for me that I'm hoping to make in the next few months. I know this is a very lofty goal, but like, shoot for the stars. We'll see. Especially with busy season coming up, I'm already working 80 or 90 hours a week, so does not leave a ton of time for knitting, especially going into the office. Like, it's a little frowned upon to knit in the office, so I can't knit when I go in, even if I'm on calls all morning, which is unfortunate. Okay, so my last 2 things I'm going to talk about are this. So this is, I showed it in my podcast episode last week, but this is Woolberry. Is this label upside down? Jesus Christ. Okay, this is Woolberry again, Berry DK and Surrey in the colorway Flannel, which were from December collective colorways. Oh shit, sorry. Oh, sorry for cursing. Okay, I curse sometimes, I'm sorry. If you don't like it, too bad, I'm not deleting it. Okay, so I mentioned this in the last episode. I think I'm gonna make an Oslo hat with this, Oslo Hat mohair edition, because I think it would just be fun. And the leftovers, if there are enough, I probably will make penny gloves or like some sort of mitt situation, matching mitt. I can't imagine there'll be enough left for a cowl, so I'm just not even gonna hope that I can make a cowl from it. Oh wait, this is DK. I don't think the Oslo Hat's DK. That ruins my plan. Not ruins. Okay, need to rethink again. I'm thinking it's gonna be a hat. We'll see. But I think a hat. And then my last goal is to knit at least 1 pair of socks a month. I've had this goal in the past. I definitely have made over 12 pairs of socks in the last year, but I go like in cycles of socks because in the summer I usually knit most of my socks because I just don't want like a big sweater on my lap. But I'm trying to do one a month. Sorry if you can hear my neighbors above me. They're very loud. And Ryan's texting me. Hold on, please. Oh, I need to put a coffee order in. Please hold. All right. Sorry about that. Had to put a coffee order in. So I want to make a pair of socks a month for myself, hopefully. And the reason I want to do that is I want to try other types of vanilla socks. I usually just do a plain vanilla sock with a heel flap and gusset, and I'll either do a slip stitch heel flap or an eye of partridge heel flap. Those are really the only sock heels I do. I have a few other pairs of socks that have different heels, and I just want to try out other things. So right now I'm doing the Everyday Socks by Petite Knit in gone through a little bit of them. And I figured this was a good use for my Patreon yarn from Molly of a Homespun House, because I can just kind of work through that yarn and maybe actually figure out how high of socks I can make with 50 grams. So this is the November Patreon colorways. The contrast color, which is tough to see because there's literally none of it, is Christmas Jammies, which is one of her normal Christmas colorways. And then the main color is Celebrate or Celebration, and that is a one-of-a-kind colorway, and it is this like really pretty beige base with pinks, purples, and dark browns. It is starting to kind of pull a little bit. I don't know if it will do it the whole way down, but I feel like Molly's yarns usually do have a little bit of striping going on, which is fine with me. Doesn't really bother me. And I think so I'm knitting these, I think I'm doing 64 stitches, and on 2mm needles, because I think the pattern calls for 2.5 millimeter needles, but if I did that, I don't think I could cope with that and my socks. So this is what the two skeins look like in balls. I didn't have my ball binder when I wound these up, so I just made little balls. So these will hopefully be my January socks. These are gonna be my commuting socks, all of that. And yeah, hopefully I feel like I should try and do a check-in video like end of March, if I'm not a zombie, on where I'm at with everything of my goals, and hopefully by then I have 3 pairs of socks. And I just realized I forgot to talk about something. So I signed up to do a test knit for Simone from Rust Knitwear for her new cowl coming out, and it's called, shoot, see if I can figure it out. Oh gosh. Mentioned comment. It's her new cowl pattern. She like just released for testnet literally this morning. I signed up for it. I don't know if I'm getting it or not. I really hope I do, because I've wanted to make one of Simone's patterns for a while now, and a cowl seems like a great thing to like be like, hey look, I can do this, you're great. I love her patterns. I do want to make a Cosmo cardigan at some point, and I have yarn for it, but I don't know if that's going to happen right now, because the color I have I think would be a really good fall color, so I'm working on the other stuff for now. But I'm going to get double Sunday from Mother Knitter for it, and I'm gonna order it actually like in the next 24 hours in case I get the test knit, because it's kind of a quick turnaround. And I can't decide on color, so I'm thinking either the like bright blue that is like I don't know, I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it on the screen, that bright blue, or the green. which is like the bright green, or do I just do a neutral? Which I feel like neutral would be the appropriate answer. My issue is I feel like I'm not, like, I don't know what my colors are. I really should like get that figured out. But I don't know what my colors are like at all. I wear the same like 4 colors all the time, and that's it. And I don't know if they look good on me or not. I couldn't tell you. So maybe I'll do, like, I want to do the gray like heather melange, gray heather color, but like I feel like that would wash me out. But then I want to do the beige one, but I feel like the beige would wash me out too. So I'm in a predicament. So if anyone sees this like quite quickly after me posting and you have questions, comments, thoughts, and opinions, or any other color suggestions for me, please let me know, because I'm at a loss. I want to do something lighter or brighter so it shows the garter stitches, because the whole cowl, like it's ribbed collar and then the cowl is all garter, which is, but I don't know what color to do it in. So that is my dilemma. I think I need like 300-ish grams, maybe 400 grams of DK. No, 200 grams, 150 or 200 grams. I always forget that sandness garnet is 50 gram balls, but all right. Ryan will be back soon with my coffee and starting to bang around. So I will sign off for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you like what you see. I'm going to be posting podcasts probably every other week, and if I have the time, I'll post like a random video like this or something in between the off weeks. And follow me on Instagram. I am sarahs.stitch. Comment below if you have any questions, comments, concerns. I will link to my Ravelry and the patterns below, but I'm not gonna, like, because I don't have any of these project pages yet, and I'll link any of the yarn dyers I mentioned. And I think that is it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.